Namaste. My name is Anna, and I am so pleased to be teaching this Chemoga course. What is Chemoga? It is yoga for when you're going through chemo. I myself had my first chemo session yesterday. I've had a mammogram and a DX flap reconstruction here, and recently a port catheter insertion here, which, as you can see, is a little bit bruised. They weren't able to use that in chemo yesterday. So I really understand where you are, how you might be feeling, and I am going to use this course for myself. I know how difficult it is when you don't feel like moving, even though you know it's good for you to move, to breathe, and come to a place of ease in your body, in your mind, which is the practice of yoga. So we're going to go through it together. Day after my chemo, I felt pretty good. I did have the side effects of feeling sick, but the medication worked. I felt right as rain in the morning, and this afternoon I definitely feel sluggish. So we're going to take it nice and slow, and the only thing I'd ask you to do is really listen to your body. Don't push past any pain, but just listen and respond. We're hoping to gently wake our body up, get your prana, your chi, your life force, your energy moving through our bodies so you feel a bit less sluggish than how you might be feeling right now. Okay, so when you're ready, let's get our few things together. We'll do a bit of restorative yoga at the end. So you've got 2 pillows, can be just bed pillows or 2 cushions like this. A blanket, you might be doing this in summer, so if it's summer you might not need these. You need a blanket, but this is the middle of winter, and socks. I always think it's nice to have some water or a herbal cup of tea, or a nice normal builder's cup of tea, and if you'd like, light a candle. Just set an intention to mark this time for yourself. We're only going to be flowing for about 30 minutes or so. So just to say that this is my time. I like to call my yoga my holiday, my private holiday island. I kind of take off all of the bodily stresses and strains. I strip off all of the feelings that might be weighing me down, the thoughts that might be bringing me down. And I come back to my center, come back to my best self, holiday self, or yoga, what we call our true self. So why don't you take a moment, put the video on pause and go and get those things: water, blankets, pillows, and if you'd like to, just take a moment to light a candle and set an intention. I'll see you in a minute. Okay, so when you're ready, come and take either your blanket, fold it up, or one of your pillows, and put it down on your yoga mat, and take a cross-legged position. As you can see, you don't need a big space to do yoga. You don't need any special yoga clothes. If you can, a yoga mat would be brilliant. I've got post-chemo hair, so my hair, unfortunately, is not beautifully coiffed for you. It still has the ice cap conditioner in. So just rock up exactly as you are. And you don't need to feel bright or perky or anything. You just come to the mat and you surrender and let yourself be exactly as you are. So just take a moment to come into some stillness. But notice the flow of your breath. Follow the inhale, follow the exhale. And you notice the temperature of the air as it goes in, the sensations in your nostrils, and the temperature of the air as it goes out. Is it a little hotter? Inhale, can you make your inhale a little bit deeper? And you exhale a little bit more. Then what I'd like you to do is float your right hand up to the face and pretend you are fogging up the mirror with your breath coming in and out of your mouth. So nice inhale. Then fog up the mirror with an exhale out of the mouth. As if you could write your name on the mirror. Again, inhale through the nose. And a big exhale out through the mouth. Fogging up the mirror. Now I'd like you to do the same thing, but this time close your mouth, but still imagine you're fogging up the mirror, but you're breathing in and out of the nose. But imagine your mirror is a little bit lower by the base of your throat. Inhaling. Exhaling, like you're blowing out to the base of your throat, fogging up your mirror, but breathing in and out. Keep that going. Inhale. Exhale. Bring your hand down, keep that going. Inhale. Exhale. So hopefully that sounds a little bit like, keep that going, like you're standing on the edge of the sea. The wave drawing up your chest, up the shore. Exhaling, sending out anything you don't need anymore. Inhaling. The wave washing over you. Exhaling. Back to the belly. Taking out anything you don't need anymore. On your next inhale, let's link movement to breath. Inhale. Draw the shoulders up. Draw the shoulder blades together. And as you exhale, slide the shoulders down your back. Inhale, roll the shoulders forward. And up. Hover at the top of your inhale. And exhale. Slide the shoulders down. Inhale, roll them up. Draw the shoulders together. And exhale, slide them down. Great. One more time. Inhale up. Lovely soothing sound of the sea. Exhale, slide them down. Great. And now I'll let you take your hands in front of your heart space. Thumbs together. And just rub your hands vigorously. Like you're creating a fire. And this just balances out your energy. It begins to wake up your chi and your prana a bit, as does your breathing. Keep the breathing going. Long big inhales, go a bit faster. Long big exhales, and then place your hands over your eyes. And breathe. Feel the energy exchange between the palms of your hands and your eyes. Waking up tired eyes. And just give yourself this moment to massage your face, massage your ears. Feel what feels good, massage your neck. You can just gently stare down the tip of your nose. It's like an 1,000-yard stare. We call that your drishti in yoga. Staring at nothing in particular, but very focused, staring down the tip of the nose, just gently. So that you can really tune into how it feels. Just feel what feels good. Massage. Sometimes it's nice to massage the jaw, massage the cheeks, the ears, the back of the neck. Just get a moment to say hello to your body and give it the love after all the battering, all the prodding and poking with the needles and everything. And you roll your shoulders again and just move in whatever way feels like it gives you a bit of relief after all that you're going through and all that you've been through. Maybe begin to lift up your breastbone, slight arch at the back, take your arms into cactus positions and spark up your fingers. By that I mean spread your fingers, lift up your heart, draw your belly in, like you're zipping up your core from the base all the way to your belly button, opening your heart, and as you close, round in, draw your belly button towards your spine, so you're pressing your spine away. Inhale, open, be expansive, and exhale, round. Close. Inhale, open, Breathing in fresh new energy. Exhale, squeeze out stale energy. Inhale, open, lift up. Open up your arms wide. Just take up as much space as you can. Then sweep the hands behind you. Interlace the hands. Squeeze the hands as much as is comfortable. Now you might have had an operation and you can only do this. That's okay. Just don't force yourself too much. Just find an edge that feels comfortable. Just outside of your comfort zone, maybe just about right. Draw your belly in. Open up the throat. Squeeze the hands a little bit more together. Lift the hands up. Excellent. Take your hands to your knees. And then I'd like you to get a little bit animal. Press your bottom down and then snake forward on an inhale. And snake round and back on an exhale. Inhale forward. Pressing your bottom back and reaching your heart forward. Exhale back. Find that soothing sound of the sea. Feel each rib. I want you to feel each rib as you go to the side. Open up those ribs as you draw back round into the spine, creating space between each rib. Excellent. Then fold forward. Take your hands forward and slide forward. Maybe your forehead can move low to the ground. Maybe it doesn't. It doesn't matter. Just feel your way through it. Spread the fingers. Find your breath. And soften your eyes. Soften your forehead. Soften your jaw. Don't worry about whether you're doing it right or wrong. There's no right or wrong. You're just exploring what feels good. Does it feel good to soften your throat? To soften your jaw? To soften your eyes? Your forehead? Does it feel good to inhale and elongate your fingers as you press your bottom back? Does it feel good to exhale and draw your belly back to side? Bowing down a bit deeper. Wonderful. Bring your hands back up. Sit up nice and tall and just notice. Maybe you feel quite different. And we've all had probably lots of different medications. So if you feel dizzy, just take a moment to be still. Don't get carried away with concern. Just let your heartbeat come down. And then roll the other way. Inhale and go forward. Or did I go that way? I can't remember. I think I was going this way. Inhale. Exhale out. Inhale. Exhale round. Inhale. Exhale round. Wonderful. Really enjoy it. Again, a moving meditation. Keep staring down that tip of the nose. So you can really feel what's going on inside your body. Wonderful. Then come up to sitting. I'd like you to sweep the arms up overhead. Get as long in your body as you can as you press down through your bottom. Like your bottom's trying to root down through the ground, the sit bones, as your fingertips reach up. There is a temptation to squeeze and squash around your ears. Roll the shoulders away from your ears so there's lots of lovely space. And electrify those fingertips like you're holding a block in between your hands. Inhale. And I'd like you to imagine you're climbing up a rope ladder, stretching out the side of your body. That should feel quite good, particularly if you had a pork cavity insertion and you were maybe 2 weeks post-insertion, or like me, 2.5 months post-mastectomy and rebuild. Again, whatever feels good, don't go. If you can't reach up, just go to a point where you can reach, and that's good enough for today. Tomorrow you'll be in, the next day in, maybe the day after you're back in. Depends on what you do. So just feel, use this short time that we have together. Oh no, I'm recording. Oh, I am recording. I thought I wasn't recording. There we go, real life stuff. Keep flowing, breathe in. See if you can get a bit taller, reach. And the other side, reach. I'm glad none of that was wasted. Excellent. Then take your left leg out. Tuck your right leg in. We're staying mostly on the ground for this first session. Inhale, slide your left hand down your leg. Sit up a bit further so you can see. Flex these toes. It's no good if they're just pointed like ballerina feet. You want to flex them. Slide the hand down. You might only be able to get here. Take your leg and help you pull yourself over. If you can't reach, doesn't matter, but you might be able to get hold of your toes and flow more. Now again, depending on what you've had surgery-wise, I can only do this today. So my core catheter is pulling, so I'm listening to my body, I'm finding my edge, and accepting my edge, and working with just where I am today. So as you inhale, lengthen up and over. As you exhale, draw the belly towards the spine, like you're trying to massage your insides. You're breathing in and out. Inhaling, your lower belly expands. Exhaling, the belly button draws in, like you're squeezing out any of the stuff that you don't want to carry anymore. Take your arm back behind you, press into the ground, place it on the ground. If you can either stay down, but if you can press into the shin, into the curve and come up. Inhale, wild thing, lean back, breathe into your body. Nice big inhale, feel the ribs expand. Nice big exhale, keep holding. Spread the fingers, spread the toes. Inhale and exhale, sit down. Sweep both hands either side of your left leg and see if you can fold forward. You can take your foot and pull yourself towards, or you can take your leg. And try not to round in the spine. Try and keep a nice flat back, drawing the belly in away from the thigh as you press your heart forward. Look at the tips of your toes. Inhale. Can you reach beyond your toes? Exhale. Can you fold a little? Maybe you can walk your hands down a bit further. Inhale. Finding your length. Really press that right bottom down. Exhale. Fold a bit deeper. Draw your chin in towards your chest and feel that length in the back of the neck here. Inhale. Press the crown of the head forward. Exhale. Fold a little deeper. Wonderful. Pad yourself back up to sitting and let's change sides. So take the right leg out, you might need to adjust your pillow, tuck your left leg in, and just for a moment, just stop for a second and just notice how you feel in your energy. Do you feel a bit less slumpy? Do you feel like you've picked up a bit? Or maybe there's a little tiny shift, maybe even a shift at all, and that's okay, but we're taking time to notice and tune in with our body. Wonderful. On your next inhale, draw your right toes towards your nose, slide your right hand down towards whatever part of your leg you can get hold of. Sweep your left arm up, up, up as you look up, almost like your chin is going into your armpit. You turn your head, you take a nice inhale. You find length in your fingertips, spark up the fingers. As you exhale, use the foot, use the ankle, or whatever part of the leg to draw you over more. Inhale. Exhale. Now you'll want to collapse in this shoulder. Can you draw that shoulder open by rotating these ribs back? Breathe into the ribs like you're playing an accordion, opening them up. Exhale, draw that belly to slide. Notice if you're clenching your face, clenching your eyes. Inhale. Maybe get longer, maybe get over more. Exhale. Beautiful. Inhale, come up, 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 up. Hand behind you, right hand up as you lift up. Again, you can just stay down if that's best for you. Just find your expression of the pose. Express yourself like Madonna, flexing your feet, lifting your hips, breathing into your body. And if you don't know who Madonna is, that's A-OK, Lady Gaga, whatever expressive artist you like. Breathe in, breathe out. Lift your hips higher, arch your back, open your throat, wild thing. Spread the toes, spread the feet, and breathe. Inhale, breathe fresh energy in. As you exhale, let go, release. Fold forward over that right leg, hands either side. And see what part of your leg you can get hold of, squaring off your shoulders to your feet. And you're drawing your heart forward. And try not to round in your spine. Try and lengthen your heart forward, even if that means you're sitting up more. And breathe in. Inhale, find length. Tuck the chin, find that length in the back of the neck. Exhale, fold. Root the left bottom down. Inhale, length, growing through the crown of the head. Exhale, folding. Inhale, length. Exhale, fold. Beautiful. Work your way upwards and bring your knees together. Come onto your hands and knees and make a tabletop position, which is basically on your hands and knees, all fours. You want to spread your fingers like a starfish with your middle finger pointing at 12 o'clock. You're imagining that you're pressing down and the hands are squeezing together. Your belly button is drawn towards your spine. And you're going to take a few rounds of cat-cow. So cow is when you lift your tailbone, lift the back of your head, your belly draws down, your heart draws up. And as you exhale, you round and press, round away, drawing belly to spine. As cat, like a Halloween frightened cat. Inhale, draw your heart forward between the gates of your arms. Heart lifts, tailbone towards the back of your head. Exhale, press away and round. So that a few times. Inhale. Open your heart center. Open yourself up. Exhale, round. Just do that a few times to your own rhythm of breath. And again, don't do it willy-nilly. Do it in a way that feels good to you. And then come to a nice neutral flat back. I just like you to have a wiggle, a waggle, a snake around, a roll around. In whatever way your body is calling you to do. What feels good? Make this a moving massage, moving meditation. A little love note to your body as it's going through these rough times. And chemo is rough, so as loving and as kind as we can be to our body, and that includes moving it, breathing it, the better we can. So bring your knees as wide as the mat, the big toes to touch, sink back towards your heels. This is child's pose. And take the arms out in front of you and your forehead down. Tuck your chin slightly. Take a nice big inhale and a big sigh out. Relax the arms down so your forearms are on the ground. Inhale, deep into your belly. Filling up the lower back, the upper back. And a big sigh out the mouth. And then just breathe as you would do normally. Make any adjustments with your hands so you can just be here comfortably. For some people, this is not a comfortable pose. For a few of you, you might want to put the cushion underneath your bottom or a blanket underneath your bottom in between your legs. That will give you a bit more comfort. Just find whatever is comfortable for you. And then just notice, like you are the sun, watching down on the weather patterns below. You're always shining. The sun is always shining above the clouds and the storm. Just see the weather of your life. You can see your feelings without getting too involved or giving too much importance to it. But without pushing them away. You might see tiredness. You might see fear. You might see frustration and anger. You might just be seeing the feelings of just feeling just notice them. Like the clouds underneath you. You are the sun. Wise and above. Beaming down. Always there. So this is the practice of yoga. All of our troubles of life basically fog up our vision and our connection to our inner sunshine. It's always bright and glowing and at peace. Particularly when we're in physical pain or physical discomfort, it's hard to get above the clouds. So just imagine that this is your time to get above the clouds. You don't need to push away anything. You see grief, say hello to grief. And just like the sun, send that grief warmth and compassion. And let the grief know that you're there for it. You see it, you hear it, you understand it. Beautiful. Take a nice big inhale. Come back onto your hands and knees. Back into your breath. Tuck the toes. Sink back to your heels, and I'd like you to imagine you're pushing your hands down and forward like you're trying to slide your yoga mat up. Really give it a push, so much so that you come up and you lift your bottom, you keep pushing your hands down and forward, and you come into downward facing dog. Look up between your thighs, set your drishti, your gaze between your thighs, and you're coming into an inverted V. Press down and forward, scoop the belly in, and breathe. Take your dog for a walk by straightening one leg and bending the other, and then alternate. Just stretching out the calf muscles, getting the flow going. Try and do that to a smooth and steady rhythm of your breath. Great. Then come high up into your tiptoes. Really press the bottom up as you press the hands down and forward. Keep that sense of lift as you draw your belly in on an exhale and press the heels down towards the ground. Keep the sense of the lift of the hips as you drive your thighs up and back. Wonderful. You're going to bring your toes together, your big toes, and float your right leg up as you come high up onto your left toes. Open up your hip and then cock it like a dog doing a P, bringing your right foot toward your right bottom. Three-legged dog. Press into both hands equally. Breathe into your hips, open up. Wonderful. Square off your hips, look forward between your hands to the top of your mat, draw your belly in, round your back, and draw your knee towards your chest. And then bend the back knee a little and step the foot through. Help the foot through if you need to. No problem, you can help the foot through. Drop the back knee and flatten the back toes. Lift your heart, belly draws away from the thigh. Inhale, come up. Inhale, come up. And if you need to, just steady yourself with your hands and your hips. So I'm taking a moment to slow it down. As you know, you can be quite sick the day after your chemo. So any moment you can sit down, calm down, and just focus on your breath. Come back to center. And breathe. And no force in your body. When you're ready, you can always come up and rejoin the flow. Inhale, sweep the arms up overhead. Have a feeling of pressing down through the feet. The front hip draws back, the back hip draws forward, like you're scissoring your legs closed. Inhale, lift up, exhale, take that cactus again as you drive your hips forward, coming right down into your front leg. You feel this wonderful stretch along your hip flexor. You're drawing your right hip back, you're still scissoring that back hip forward, lifting up, cactusing the arms. Wonderful. Exhale, hands to the ground, sink back into a runner's lunge, toes towards your nose. You're going to flow through that slowly a few times. Inhale, come up. Press up, belly draws in, hips go forward, open up your heart, look up. Exhale. Inhale, take the arms back up. Stretch. As you exhale, lean forward. Toes to legs. Do this in whatever way feels good. You can make it balletic. You can make it strong. Like you're pulling down on a weight. Whatever is your source of bringing power and grace, strength and grace back into your body. Really feel like you're gathering energy, creating energy as you work through this flow. Inhaling as you go up. Generally speaking, exhaling as you lower. A few more times. Inhale, come up. Exhale, squeeze down. Inhale up. And exhale, come and sink down. Beautiful. Just take a moment here. Find your breath. And just soften everything. Roll yourself up. Bring your knees together. And sink back into a closed knee child's pose. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Deepen your inhale. Lengthen your exhale. Just notice what's going on with the mind. If the mind is chattering away, judging as the mind always does, is it good, is it bad, do I like it, don't I like it? Just notice that the clouds passing. Come back to that feeling of being the sun above that noise. Big breath in. And a big breath out to let go of the noise. Come back up into your hands and knees. Let's take downward facing dog and we'll do the other side. Press up and back. Remember the feeling of the hands pressing down and forward. Rebounding up your spine, your bottom lifts, come high up into the tiptoes. Really press your bottom up, draw your belly in. As you exhale, let the heels come down to the ground, but lift your bottom. Don't need to touch the ground. Bring your feet together. Beautiful. Inhale, sweep the left leg up, come high up into the right tiptoes. Open up your hip to the side. Really press the ball of the foot out. And then bring that foot towards your bottom, flexing your toes. Press into both hands equally. And breathe. See if you can soften the face, soften the eyes, and see what feels good. Try and get out of the noise in your head and into the sensations of your body. What feels good? Where can you add more leg? Where it feels good to open up a little bit more, challenge yourself a little bit more. Beautiful. Square off the hips and look forward beyond your yoga mat, really round your back, knee to nose. Step the foot through your hands, help it if you need to. Drop the back knee, flatten the back toe, lift your heart forward. Press up, inhale, come up. Anjali-asana. If you need to take a moment, place your hands on the hips or just come down. Steady your breath. Set your drishti down on the tip of your nose. When you're ready, have a sense of that front hip drawing back hip drawing forward. Inhale the arms up, lift up, shoulders sink away from the ears. Exhale. Sink into the front legs, cactus the arms. Inhale, come up. Reach, get a bit taller, press the feet down. Exhale, bottom back, heart forward. Toes to nose and fold. Inhale, belly draws in, heart draws up, hands up. Light away. Exhale. Squeeze forward, lift the heart. Elbows down. Inhale up. Lift up. Exhale, heart forward, bottom back, hands fold down. Toes to nose. 2 times to your own rhythm and style. Inhaling as you go up. Exhaling as you bow forward, drawing down. Inhaling up. Exhaling back. Again, if you wobble, it doesn't matter. Keep staring down the tip of your nose. Feel what feels good. All you're doing is creating space in your body, tuning into your breath, and working out what feels good, like how are you releasing a good stretch and movement. Wonderful. Come forward, bring your hands forward, bring your feet back. I like to move your knees back a little, your hands forward, and you're coming into a plank pose, top of push-up position, but with your knees on your ground. Let the hips come forward. Don't dump into the shoulders. Lift the space between the shoulder blades up. Draw the belly in and breathe. Draw the belly right in and push the crown of the head forward and have the bottom drawing back towards the backs of the knees. You're going to bend your elbows along the side of your body and see if you can lower slowly down to the ground, leading with your heart. Try and let your chest touch first, not your belly. Be careful if you've had an operation. You might not want to go all the way down. It took me a while. So if you've had an operation, just come down 2 or 3 inches. Whether you're down on the floor hovering, take a slight back bend, lift up your heart. Baby cobra. If you're not down to the ground, just lift your head slightly. Tuck your toes, whether you're up or down. Press into the hands, come back to your knees, and lift your bottom back up. Downward facing dog. Nice big inhale. And a big sigh out. Just shake your head. I am on my journey. I trust myself. I trust my body. I trust life. Shake your head, just shake off like a salt and pepper pot. Any of that noise, any of the nonsense that you just want to let go of. Come high up onto your tiptoes, look forward, and slowly walk to the front of your mat. Come into a forward fold, ragdoll, Uttanasana. You can bend your knees if you need to. Take elbow to elbow, and let the weight of your elbows draw down. Release the nape of your neck. I'd like you to imagine all of the hardship that you've no doubt been through, that you are going through. Bring in all that emotion. And as you exhale, release it off the top of your back, let it pour off your back, over your shoulders, over your neck, over your head, let it pour out. Big inhale, big relieving exhale. Gently sway side to side, like you're painting a rainbow with your elbows on the ground. Rainbow, the sign of hope, the goodness after the rain. Sign of prosperity too. Beautiful. Sit your hands behind your bottom. And just feel with whatever you've got going on. So my catheter's giving me full. So I'm not going to do too much, but just raise your hands as much as feels good. Squeeze your hands together. Press your heart forward, maybe straightening your legs a little. Lift your hands up and over as much as is comfortable. Don't push it too much. Hands down to your shins and inhale. Take a flat back. You're like you're creating an L shape. All the people in this pose round their backs. I want you to lift your heart forward. Press the crown of the head forward as you press your bottom back. You're getting as long in the spine as you can. Take a nice inhale. Draw those shoulder blades together, like you could put a pencil between your shoulder blades. As you exhale, scoot that belly in and fold. Press into the feet, root to rise, come all the way up, gather energy, gather love, gather strength, gather courage. Look up to your hands. Honor your inner wisdom, your inner strength, and pull that down towards you. Take your hands to your heart center, down towards your fingers. Big breath in, big sigh out, out to the mouth. Big breath in, big breath out. Beautiful. And then I just like you to take your feet hip width apart. So when all the ladies do this, your hips aren't that big, they're just underneath your hip points, which are here. And just standing mountain pose. This is mountain pose. Zip up the core, lift the breastbone, let the shoulders sink away from the ears, spark the feet, fingers, spread the toes, press down through the feet, lift the kneecaps, bottom draws down towards the heels, and imagine you're hugging everything into the muscles. So you know for chemo, your bone marrows are having a real challenge at the moment. So inhale, breathing love and healing, like you're flipping over every cell. You're only putting in the chemo, which is helping us, but also you're filling up with this energy, your prana, your breath. Breathe in, fill up, fill up, fill up, all the way to the crown of the head. In, and as you exhale, inhale, take the arms up, and as you exhale, fold forward, dive down, fold back up. Release the nape of the neck. Inhale, find that halfway lift, the L shape, flat back. Exhale, fold. Let down until there's nothing left. Press into the feet, root to rise, inhale up. Sweep up all the good stuff. Maybe you come up into your tiptoes, squeezing the inner thighs towards each other, heels towards each other, ankles towards each other. Exhale, draw your hands in front of your heart, center yourself. That's a half sun salutation. Inhale, sweep up, maybe up into your tiptoes, gather energy. Belly draws in, bottom down. Exhale, float the heels down, fold. Dive, like you're diving into fresh, cold water. Release the nape of the neck. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, fold, release. Really let that nape of the neck go. Inhale, press up, come all the way up. Keep your heels down. Reach up, bottom down. Exhale, draw your hands in front of your heart. Give yourself a moment. Just relax. Soften the face, soften the eyes. Stare down the tip of your nose to your fingers. And just give yourself a big well done for giving this a go. For showing up. It's not easy to come to your yoga mat when you're going through chemo or anything difficult, but here you are. Take a big breath in through your body. And as you exhale, imagine you're exhaling out anything stiff and tiring, any unpleasantries. Inhale, a soothing balm for your mind. Exhale, let your exhale, like the sea, carry out with it anything that's not serving you anymore. Take a nice big inhale in for your spirit. Take the fanning of the flames of your spirit to lift you up. All the love that you feel like you want to be surrounded by are surrounded by you. Feel my love. And I think I can feel yours, yes. Send it out to me, I need it too. I'll send it out to you, here's mine. I've got you, you've got me, we've got each other. And exhale. Breathe out your love, only to each other, to everyone in your household, past and present. And just honour yourself for showing up. Bow to your fingertips. And very slowly, take your hands down and just have a moment for yourself. Feel your feet rooted to the earth. Feel the crown of the head lift up. Feel the shoulders draw down. Stand tall. You are so strong. You have got this. And we find strength not only in our physicality and our mentality, but we find strength in being softer and kinder, listening more, not only to others, but really importantly during this journey, to ourselves. It is a difficult path, but with compassion, with courage, with intention of how you want to carry this path, how you want to journey, you will get through day by day. Sure, you will wobble, you will fall, but we will forgive, and it will all be okay. Inhale, sweep your arms up, lift up, look up to your hands, and for the last time, exhale, fold down, lead with the heart, fold down, fingertips to the ground, bring the bottom down, give yourself your most enormous hug. Give the hug that you would like to receive. Did you know that a hug to have the mental health benefits needs to be 20 seconds? Let's be here for 20 seconds. Let's imagine that we are hugging not only ourselves, acknowledging all what you're going through, and going through individually, but anyone who watches this class, we're hugging you. We're doing this together. If you want to imagine someone that's been particularly supportive, whether it be a friend, a doctor, a nurse, a family member, even a dog or a cat, imagine giving them a big hug, feeling their love, and also sending them your appreciation and your love and support of them, particularly as they have been supported you. Very slowly begin to gather your things. If you are in winter, this is a nice time to put jumpers on and whatnot, socks on. If you're not, no worries. Take a pillow and place it behind your head. And have the other pillow and blanket nearby. Just roll yourself down very slowly. I'm still full from all of my surgeries, so nice and slow. Wonderful. Draw your knees into your chest, give yourself a nice hug, and gently rock from side to side, massaging your lower back, drawing your belly in. Place your feet down on your bottom. Just move the pillow from underneath your head. We'll use it in just a second. Tickle the backs of your heels. We're going into a bridge pose. Draw your belly down towards the mat and feel your tailbone begin to tuck up, curl up towards the backs of your knees. As you press your hips up, pressing into your feet, lifting up your hips, lifting up your heart. Your knees will want to splay open, but roll your inner thighs down and press down through your feet, particularly the big toe mound. Wrap your hands underneath you as much as is comfortable, or you can keep your hands flat on the ground and press down, or wrap them behind you and press down through the length of your arms. Take a nice big inhale, lift up your heart higher and up towards your nose more, and breathe. Inhale. Exhale, pull your feet back towards your hands towards your feet. Drive your knees forward, lift your heart up and back a bit higher. And exhale, well done, slowly come down. That's challenging, but it shifts your energy. Great. Take your feet together, the soles of the feet. Supta Baddha Konasana, butterfly pose. Let the knees come apart. It doesn't matter if the knees don't flop open, you can always put your toes underneath your feet. And place your hands on your belly. Lift up your head, tuck your chin, and lower your head back down. Notice how your heartbeat will have risen. That's A-OK. Just slow it down, focus on your exhales. Long, deep exhales. All the way down. Inhaling. Exhaling. Put your hands underneath your thighs, draw your knees together. Take your feet wider than they were before, so find your pinky toes at the edge of the mat, your knees are still bent. Cactus your arms on the ground, so 90 degrees like American football goalposts. And just window wipe your knees from left to right. Gentle twist. Again, if you've been doing surgery, you might be only able to go over 2 or 3 inches. That's great. You can mark your progress with each week. At first, I wasn't able to twist at all or do any back bends, but it's nice to keep coming back to these flows and seeing what more you can do each week. And of course, sometimes it's 3 steps forward, 1 or 2 back, just A-OK. Working with the body, not forcing the body. Beautiful. Drop your knees over towards the right and see if you can turn the head and look towards the left elbow. Maybe that's just perfect for you, or you might be able to float the right foot up and place it onto the left thigh. Extra stretch. Either way, take a nice big inhale into your ribs, open up the ribs, the skin, filling up the lungs, and exhale, let go. Let go of all effort, all muscle. Soften. Soften your face, your eyes, your mouth. Then take a nice big inhale. Expansive inhale. Draw the belly in. Take the knees up and over to the other side as you exhale. Look towards the right elbow. Maybe that's perfect. Or if you did it on the other side, maybe you can lift up your left foot and place it on top of your right thigh to help it ease over a bit more. Take a glorious big inhale, filling up your lungs, expanding your ribs, your skin, and exhale, release. Soften your face, your eyes, your jaw. Coming into this feeling of going inward. Release the foot off the thigh, draw the belly in, come up, and just take a full body stretch along the ground, hands overhead. Pull your toes towards the nose as you press the heels away, stretch the fingers, thumbs down, baby fingers up. Your shoulders will want to hunch up, just draw them down your back, so they're flat on the ground. Get really long, belly down towards the ground. Inhale as much length as you can, and then exhale, release the hands either side of your body, about 6 inches away from your hips. And if you can, place your pillow underneath your knees. And it really doesn't matter if you don't have any pillows. You can just lie on your mat. It's just as nice, lovely and pure. If you've got a blanket, if you've got an eye bag to go over your eyes, none of these things you need. But if you have them and you want to take a moment to place them over, please do. I'd like you to get all the wiggles and wraggles, the fidgets out, just roll your shoulders away from your ears, wiggle your hips, and just come into stillness. Take a really nice, beautiful inhale, filling up, and exhale, a big exhale through the mouth. Just acknowledging any of the side effects that might be popping up to say hello. Sometimes you may feel a little woozy or dry mouth. Just notice them, no need to push them away, but also no need to get too involved in them. They'll all be addressed with a little bit of love and attention. Feel your body getting heavy on the ground. Close your eyes. Feel the weight of your eyelids sink deep into the back of your head. Feel the forehead soften. Give thanks for the skin in your scalp, all that it's going through. Gentle acceptance of whatever needs to happen, or whatever is. Soften your jaw, throat. Where the back of the head touches the mat, just get heavier there. Give yourself full permission to enjoy this restorative shavasana. You stretched out your body to come to this. To lie on your holiday island. To surrender. To stop doing. Just allow yourself to be. Just notice any tension you're holding on in your shoulders. Thank your shoulders for carrying. We often carry all of our stress and emotions. Just let your shoulders relax and melt like ice cubes into the floor. Let your arms be heavy. Feel the back of the hands sinking down. You might even imagine your hands on the sand. Your palms are open and up. Just turn them at a knot and receive the benefits of your practice. Bring your awareness to your heart space. No need to control your breath anymore. Just let the gentle rise of the body. Repeat the affirmation, I trust myself. I trust my body. I trust in life. Just gently let your heart space, your front body sink down towards your back body. And your back body completely supported and embraced by the earth. Your lower belly soften down, your pelvis soften, your legs soften, kneecaps, ankles, and the soles of the feet soften, the tops of the feet, big toe, second toe, middle foot, the whole of your front body sinking down to your back body, the whole of your body dropping down in full surrender, fully supported by the Lord. You can let them and release. We'll just stay here in a few minutes of silence, and I will wake you gently at the end of the reading. When any thoughts come up, that's A-okay. Our minds are supposed to think. You just notice them like the clouds passing by underneath. Not getting caught up in the storms, not pushing them away either. Enjoy a few minutes of silence. I'll wake you up with a reading, the chime of the bell. We are transmitters and receivers. We are a finely tuned instrument, body, mind, and soul. We receive messages, we receive guidance, and we transmit energy, energy of love. When we become off-center, we become like two-way radios whose tuners aren't on the right frequency. We aren't receiving or transmitting clearly. We hear and feel the static. Often, instinctively, that's when we start to broadcast more loudly, sometimes screaming to be heard. But now is not the time to crank up the volume. Take the time you need to get centered, to get peaceful. What do you need to do? What do you need to feel? What healing resources do you need to utilize? What's your voice? Your quiet, trustworthy inner voice, the one that speaks to your heart, urging you to take time to get centered and peaceful. That's not selfish. It's not a waste of time. When we're receiving clearly, we can transmit clearly, and the frequency is love. Take a few deep and steady breaths to tune into the frequency that you want to take forward to the rest of your day. Tune into an open frequency, a frequency of love, one that's cleared off the static, the discomfort, the pain, the one that's above all that, the love channel. Take a nice big inhale, fill up with that frequency. Your best self, your holiday self. Breathe it in all the way to your fingers, your toes, give your toes and fingers wiggle. Stretch your arms up overhead, stretch your feet away, get long with that love. And then exhale, curl into a little ball, and then curl over to the right side of your mat and come into fetal position on the right side of your mat, just hugging into a little ball. giving yourself this comforting place. Yeah, make whatever adaptation is nice. At first, when I had my surgery, I only liked awkwardly. Just allow yourself to be where you're at. Celebrating the small wins, little milestones, day by day, foot in front of foot. Take a nice, big, comforting inhale. Acknowledging yourself. Give a secret smile, lifting the corners of your mouth as you press up to sitting. Take your time to get up. Cross-legged. Sit up nice and tall. By lengthening your spine. And just stare down the tip of your nose. And notice. Notice how your body feels. Do you feel you've created more space? And the energy in your body feels a little less stuck. Even if you've given a micro shift, well done. How is your mind behaving? How does your spirit feel? Hopefully the dial has all been lifted up a little. Give yourself a big well done as you sweep your intention, the frequency that you want to take forward to the rest of your day. Hands up. And exhale, draw that intention down to your heart space, past your head, your thoughts, your mouth, into your words, to your heart space. Bow to your fingertips, press the knuckles into your chest. And if you'd like to join me for an Om, please do. Just sending out good vibes to whoever is watching this channel. Know that we're good. Brave wellness warrior. Big inhale. From my heart to yours, which means the light within me sees the light within you. That's the meaning of Namaste. Namaste. Thank you so much. I really enjoyed teaching this class. I certainly feel better for it. I hope you do too. And I will be filming these just to keep coming to the mat, encouraging you, encouraging me to look after your body and just do what you can day by day, and you'll get there. You already are there, that's the thing. We are exactly where we need to be, and we are appreciating that part of the journey. But it is nice to feel that we are doing what we can to stay strong and well and balanced in this difficult journey. Thank you so much again. Namaste.